Good morning, Pokefans, and welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we're going to continue our season rank climb using a team that we built from scratch. So, happy Wednesday. Today is the day that I know if I'm going to be doing overtime this Saturday. Hopefully it's not. And since I've already said that I would be recording for this weekend, you guys will have a video for Saturday, as I'm going to get home early Friday, record the video, upload it so you guys don't miss anything. So that's going to be really fun. So there's that. If we don't have any overtime for Saturday, then yeah, nothing really changes. If I do though, it's gonna push back some plans that I have for this weekend. Like usually our podcast, Team Unconventional, we record Saturdays or Sundays, depending on which one. We're trying to get together to play this card game that my little brother has. And if we have to work this weekend, we won't be able, like this Saturday, we won't be able to go in this Sunday because we'll have to do the recording for the podcast. But if it's off, we can record the podcast Saturday and then go out Sunday to hang out with my buddy and his uncle, which is my uncle too, because he pretty much adopted my brother and I. So yeah, hopefully we don't have to ruin any of our plans for this weekend, but that doesn't really affect us here. So a couple of things. We haven't really made any of the bigger changes. We are thinking about changing out Entity to maybe bring in Fluttermane, but if we do that, we lose out on choice specs on Calyrex, so we're actually fine there. So I'm just kind of deciding what is going to be the outcome if we change out Entity. I would love to have Urshifu in there, just so that we can take advantage of what am I trying to say? We can take advantage of having 3 choice items, but I think that's the wrong course of action still. 3 of our Pokemon have Protect, 3 of them don't. Entity is in the middle. It does not have Protect, but it does have moves like Follow Me and Helping Hand that stops it, as well as Trick Room. So we're kind of screwed on that front, but we're not in others because we shut off a priority, which may or may not affect Triage. I didn't use it, so I can't really test it myself, but yeah. I think primarily we did check my notes. We did good. We went 3-2. We almost went 4-1, but I lost internet, so that sucked. I also said that we're going to be doing 6 fights tonight, so that's also going to be fun. We're going to try to aim for 125 for our end for the month of July. Now, I didn't hear anything about the tier thing, so I'm just going to go ahead and plan for it on the 1st of August. That'll be something that you guys will get to enjoy. It won't be the first start of the season, but I will say this. I will probably be out Friday, the 2nd of August and the 3rd of August. So that entire weekend, I will not be available. So if you guys are okay with it, season 20 will end August 1st, and then I'll be back on the 5th, which is the following Monday, with more ranked battles. I have something coming up this weekend. It's my dad's birthday. He's no longer around, so the family and I are going to celebrate his birthday, and we'll be out through most of Saturday. So we will not be, I won't be anywhere near my computer. I'll try not to be on my phone. So there's that. So you guys will have something on Thursday. Friday, I'll start building the team, but no video will be released. And Saturday and Sunday, you'll have little to no contact with me, just because we want to celebrate his birthday. And I'll be back on the 5th, so the following Monday. There's that ahead of time. That way you guys aren't freaking out that nothing comes up. But that's the plan. And then obviously in August, we're having the 16th off. So it'd be the couple weeks after that, and we'll be focusing primarily on the Worlds tournament. It's going to be a 3-day event starting August 16th. I don't know what time, but I know that I'll be watching it. I've requested that entire weekend off, even if we have overtime or not. So I'm not going to be working. The podcast will not be shot, and we're just going to focus on that. So if you guys want to do a watch party, I'm up for suggestions. We might do like a Discord thing, but otherwise spoiler free. Just kind of keep it spoiler free so that other people that haven't watched it can watch it later. But if we can create like a separate channel that is text that doesn't like spoilers, like keep the spoilers off and stuff like that, then yeah, I'll look into that. We got plenty of time before that happens, but I definitely want to pay attention to Pokemon Worlds this year. Like, it's gonna be dope. But yeah, so team did really well. We're gonna go again today with our 6 matches, and we'll see how well we fare. So with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's see how we do, shall we? Okay, so we have Miraidon, Golden Go, Farigiraf, Murkrow, interesting, Ursaluna, Ursaluna and Torkoal. What? Is this heavily inspired Trick Room and I'm just not seeing it? Or is this something completely different? Maybe this is like Tailwinded Trick Room. I don't know. What? This is so weird. Okay. So, they do have a couple of people that would ignore Calyrex's thing, and he's not expanding force. He's, excuse me. He's, psychic, not expanding force. Oh, interesting. What am I gonna do? If they bring out any of the Farigiraf or Ursaluna and he's the last one out, I can't do anything. Let's do this. It's probably like the worst combo, but I'm gonna bring it anyway because like Miraidon's gonna be in there, so that's obviously gonna be something. But we can do something against Miraidon anyway, right? If we can walk in with Ogerpon and Dragonite, so they bring in Farigiraf and Miraidon. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is that's gonna activate, which is totally fine. Electric Seed attack is activated on Farigiraf. I'm gonna break the mold, but I'm gonna go ahead and do Follow Me here, and I do have a couple of options. I could do Stomping Tantrum, which is going to do a lot to Miraidon. But I can also just flat out do Outrage, which may do a lot to Miraidon. So let's do that. Let's do Outrage. That way I don't have to really worry about it. Follow Me is used on the Ogerpon, so any attacks go to that slot instead. We might see... Oh, there's a Volt Switch. Okay, so Miraidon's going to leave. This is probably going to be Trick Room Ursaluna. That's a really good call, because then you can use Trick Room right now. Ursaluna gets to attack first next time, and I can't really do anything. Yep, there it is. Okay, so maybe Outrage will go into that slot, or it'll go into Farigiraf. Outrage, hit Ursaluna. It does, and it doesn't get the KO. Trick Room activates. Interesting. Okay, Ursaluna is burnt by the orb. So I'll go ahead and just Spiky Shield. Because it's going to have to... Okay, there's the Protect, which is totally fine. I'm hoping I hit the Farigiraf now. I'm going to Spiky Shield over here in case of like that was like an Earthquake, but it's not going to be it. Foul Play goes into the Protect. Alright, Dragonite. Outrage to Farigiraf. Nope, you went into Ursaluna. Okay. It was a good attempt, right? Now he's confused. Okay. Let's go. Did they do it to Dragonite? Switch up to Calyrex. And I'm stuck in the Outrage, so I have to do that. I'm hoping Ogerpon was the target to Facade, because like Dragonite could be the target, and if it goes down, it goes down. I can't do anything about it. But if it goes into Ogerpon, which then Calyrex comes in, oh, it goes to Dragonite. Okay, which again is totally fine. Foul Play is going to go into that slot though, which is going to be really, really bad. But I'm not based on attack, so... Oh, nope, this is just... Oh, crap, okay. Okay. God, this stinks, though. This really, really stinks. but I might have something I could do here. I might. I doubt it, but I might. Okay, so we're gonna change the field up, which Miraidon's gonna come in after that. Get a boost in Psychic Seed. Bring out the Mold Breaker again. Trick Room has 2 more turns. So I'm gonna Spiky Shield here, Terra, Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, you cost me my legend, but if I can swing this to where it's a little bit more favorable for me, which is unlikely, by the way. This is a terrible way to end this. Spiky Shield. Facade doesn't do anything because it goes into Entity. Foul Play does nothing because I went into Ogre Pond. But we got rid of Ursaluna. We did. We absolutely got rid of Ursaluna. Didn't do anything to Farigiraf that much, but we got rid of that Pokemon. Which, okay, that's cool. But it's not gonna do anything. Out comes Golden Go. Who I think outspeeds Ogre Pond. So we will hit that. And I'm gonna follow me over there. Follow me. So Foul Play is gonna go into that slot. I mean, Golden Go's gotta be slower than Ogre Pond. There'd be no reason why it's not. Snap Shadow Ball. Withstand it. Oh, Entity, you're such a baller. Ivy Cudgel. Golden Go. Super effective. Knocks it out. Woo! Knocks it out. Illicit Dimensions return to normal. Out comes Miraidon. It transforms the field. I doubt that I'm going to pull this out of my butt, guys. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. But we'll give it a shot. Helping Hand on the Miraidon. They didn't Terra like at all. So they're probably like, nah, he's got nothing. Want to follow me over there. So, Miraidon. Oh, Discharge. Okay. I tried. There was no. Absolutely none. It's a loss, and it's 38-45. Yep. So it's 38-46. I mean, it was tough. It was absolutely tough. Discharge was up there. It's probably spec'd. Obviously, the field was up. There was, as soon as Calyrex went down, there was nothing I could have done. Absolutely nothing. I was like in my head in that turn that I was really deciding which one I wanted to go with, either Ogre Pond or Dragonite to swap out for Facade. I was really thinking Dragonite, and I didn't pull the trigger. Obviously, I went Ogre Pond thinking that, oh, you'll just go into that slot and then you'll do a little damage with obviously Farigiraf right into Dragonite. It's not going to do a lot, but it would have the potential of knocking out someone. And up was the opposite. Foul Play went into just, oh boy, Foul Play went right into Shadow Rider and just knocked him out. That's rough. Okay, so we have Zacian, Gouging Fire, Annihilate, Farigiraf, Pelipper, and Raging Bolt. Farigiraf's making its rounds. Oh, shucks. And I mean, I have a way to counter it, but it's not the preferred way. I do have ways to get rid of it. I do. It just sucks right now because I can't have as much fun as I would like, but that is okay. It's absolutely okay. We'll go. This is a good one. Final Gambit doesn't have anything to do with Calyrex, so that doesn't mean that Rage Fist wouldn't either. But I think Annihilate is going to be weak against ghost attacks as well. So let's go Calyrex, Ogre Pond, Chi and Pow, and just in case, we'll go Dragonite. The just in case is so that we can take care of not only Pelipper, but we can also take care of Zacian. I do not want to get set up with a move to go against Zacian. Zacian actually would not do well against our case. Hold up, I got a message here. It's not for me. Okay. Cool. So Farigiraf and Zacian, that's cool. So now that Zacian's out, we do have the ability of maybe knocking out Zacian right off the bat. I do want to use a thing though. So what if we go swap here, because Farigiraf is automatically out by the cudgel into Zacian. We could see Trick Room here, which I don't think that it would. There wasn't a lot of Pokemon on that side of the field that would benefit from having Trick Room. But perhaps. Okay, they went through Farigiraf. Actually, that's a good call. Out comes Pelipper for the wide guard. But it's also going to lower the damage for Ogerpon, but I'm also going to Terra. So unless they protect right now, I think Zacian's going to go down. That's Crown Form, which means that it gets... it has the Rusty Sword on. So I doubt that it's going to be able to stop me for very long. Okay, and it does protect. Okay, good. Ivy Cudgel goes into protect. Now they probably brought in Pelipper to bring in so that it can deal with like the wide guard stuff. Protect here. And I'm gonna go straight into Zacian. Because I don't have to worry about Pelipper knocking Ogerpon out. I mean, yes I do. Behemoth Blade goes into protect. This is what I want to prevent. I'm faster than Pelipper, so this is probably going to be like a good thing. But +1, yep, even in the sun or in the rain, half damage, but it's. Oh, you do Tailwind, okay. So now that sucks. That sucks for me. Absolutely sucks. But their legend's gone, and they have Farigiraf, Gouging Fire, and Pelipper. And Gouging Fire now has Photo Print. Boost energy, and his speed was heightened. Okay, no, he's super fast. Super fast. We're going to switch out to Dragonite now. And I'm going to go ahead and just Spiky Shield. I'm going to take the defense on this one. Now, this could suck because Breaking Swipe could come out of Gouging Fire, which then would definitely break me. Howl. Okay. What are you gonna do with Pelipper? Well, the probably goes to protect. Now that they outspeed, I can't do anything, which really, really sucks. I'm gonna Outrage, and I'm gonna Follow Me. It's gonna cause me to take a little bit more damage than I would like, but this is the best way that I can do. They have Tailwind, Breaking Spike comes in. Super effective with Dragonite. What? His... That sucks. Weather Ball. Okay. Down goes Ogerpon. Can't really withstand that, so I can't really do anything. I was really hoping that Inner Focus would have stopped the stat down, but that's the clear amulet. You just need that. Outrage goes to Pelipper. Oh, it almost gets to KO. Not close enough, but it almost does. Okay, bring up Chienpao. Okay. I'm gonna Sucker Punch the Pelipper. I know it's in the back, it's Farigiraf. Pelipper's gonna go down, so now it cannot activate Wide Guard, but this makes it so that I can actually use Psychic, which is going to do a ton of damage. Dragon Swipe is going to take down Dragonite, which is unfortunate. But at least this way, I have a way of dealing with both of these Pokemon. And their Tailwind's gone. So, out comes Calyrex. Burgraph comes back, but I don't necessarily need all of my tricks at the moment. Okay. So let's do Psychic and Sacred Sword. Now, Boost Energy is still activated on Gouging Fire, so he's definitely going to be faster than Battle Rider. Swipe. Definitely hurting the Chien-Pao a lot. It's -2 now. That's not great. Psychic. Sacred Sword. Oh, just not enough. Just barely. Just barely not enough. Hyper Voice does nothing to Calyrex. I'm just gonna knock out Gouging Fire. Swipe. Oh, what? That wasn't enough to KO me. I should have lived that. That's okay. That one was a really hard one. We did get rid of like the first two. As soon as they activated Tailwind, though, it was really, really hard to come back from that. But yeah, like we swapped in our Mons. We just kind of dealt with the thing. I kind of felt like if I maybe kept in Calyrex, we might have been able to do a little bit more damage up front instead of having to like kind of do like a little bit of a dance there. But it was not it wasn't bad. I got rid of Zacian. I couldn't really do anything with Dragonite against Zacian, so coming out with Calyrex and Ogerpon was like the best strat that I could do. It sucks that I was like, oh yeah, like Pelipper can't knock it out. It's only got Hurricane. It's like, no, it's got Weather Ball too. And with Drizzle on the field, it makes it really, really hard. But we did it. We absolutely did it. But yeah, Gouging Fire. Pokemon I wrote off, I don't really know how to use them really well. But I also did the attack variant and not the speed variant, so that's more my fault. Okay, so we have Tornadus, Groudon, Electabuzz, okay. Fluttermane, Chien-Pao, and Hitmontop. I'm gonna do a little bit of things. I apologize in advance. This is gonna sound really, really bad. My mic was falling. I need to get a new stand. This one's getting kind of rough. Either that or I just need to put it like, I need to get sand. I have a counterweight that I can easily put at the end of my stand to keep my mic where it needs to be. So maybe I just need to do that. Just buy some sand and fill it up. Okay, so I really don't care about outspeeding for too long, I think. No, I do care. That's a lie. I do care. It just depends on what am I trying to outspeed though. Whimsicott, Dragonite, Chien-Pao, and Calyrex would have to be on it, but if I don't bring in Indeedee, I do run in. No, never mind. That's fine. Absolutely fine. So what I was worried about was Hitmontop. Hitmontop not only has Fake Out, has Wide Guard, has a lot of different options. Hitmontop, Mienshao, and someone else. There was a third person I was looking at for Upper Hand. Now, Upper Hand is not a bad combo to have. I love Upper Hand. Thing is, though, it became really, really difficult to use. But we have Chien-Pao and Tornadus on that side versus Whimsicott and Dragonite. So in this particular Wasteland, I'm going to do this. Terra Extremes. Well, wait. Do they have? They don't, and they're not gonna be able to. Well, they could Terra Ghost. If they Ghost, I'm screwed. Ghost, I'm screwed. I'm screwed as a dragon flying. Yeah, they're not gonna use their Terra on Tornadus. Only dumb people like me would use it. Oh, here comes the Terra. Please let it be Chien-Pao. Okay, it's Chien-Pao. Are you Ghost? Oh, you definitely are. Oh, you definitely are. You clever, clever cat. So pretty, looking like a ghost. Absolutely astounding. But I'm not doing that. I was like, is anyone dumb enough to Terra, tornadoes? Am I the only one? No, I can just use your special ability to help me. So I'll just knock out your support and set up Tailwind. So now I outspeed you. And Fluttermane, who you have in the back. Now I do ruin myself from Sacred Sword. Yeah. I can accept that. That was a little bit of a blunder for me. Absolutely. Absolute blunder for me. And now I can bring out my own Chien-Pao. The thing is that Chien-Pao will most likely have Sash. But they're gonna have Grout. Like, it would be beneficial for them to have Groudon and Fluttermane for the last two. I know the first two are. I knocked down one of them. So here comes Groudon. Okay. So we saw that. Drought comes in. So Fluttermane's gonna be the one that's in the back. So we can Moonblast. Question is, if I do this wrong, it's going to be in the wrong corner. But I have to hit Chien-Pao. So you know what? I'll do this just to kind of bait a little bit. That's what I'll do. I'll bait a little bit. Okay. Hitmontop. Gotcha. So I know all four. Now, Hitmontop is still, like, a Pokemon to worry about. I dropped my pen. Where'd it go? I'm gonna protect. Hitmontop also has Intimidate. That's dope. Moonblast. Goes over to Chien-Pao. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Ice Spinner. Goes over to Whimsicott. Got my pen. Oh, there it is. And because Hitmontop just, god dang it. I swear, YouTuber problems, guys. YouTuber problems. Okay. So here is the sitch. We're gonna go ahead and ask for Barrage. We don't really have anything. No, we're not. We're not doing that. I'm an idiot. Psychic, and we're gonna Sucker Punch the Chien-Pao. We're not playing that game. We're definitely gonna hit the Hitmontop because it has Wide Guard. We're not gonna activate Astral Barrage. We're not gonna do Draining Kiss. Even Expanding Force would have like the similar problems. Now I did talk to my buddy JT on because of the fact Expanding Force targets one, but it does both if Psychic Surge is on the field. But Wide Guard would still protect both because even though it targets one, it will attack two. So you also have Sucker Punch. Are you serious? And you just occasionally just like separate kick Calyrex to the moon. Wasn't expecting that. Yeah, Entity was the better call. Absolutely was. Like, I can't dispute that at all right now. We'll hit Groudon though. Ice Spinner because I outspeed. Hit the Groudon. It's not enough to get the KO. Groudon's bulky. He can't Fire Punch. Bah. Oof. So, yes. We're not doing too well this video so far. But that's okay. The thing that I was debating was whether or not that I should bring in Entity, and I should have. If I see a lot of priority over there, I was like, I should bring in the Pokemon that would definitely help benefit the most. So that was mostly my fault. Dang it, though. Okay, so we have Calyrex Shadow Rider, Incineroar, Dragapult, Monkey Dory. Okay. Entity and Amoonguss. So it would be good to do what now? What would be my option here? Extreme Speed's not going to be as helpful, but it would do a lot of stuff to Incineroar, which then would put a lot of pressure onto that Pokemon. So I think what I'll do is bring out Calyrex Dragonite, Qianpao to kind of swap into if I need to. And if they do have Entity, then I can just do something else with my moveset. We'll bring in Ogerpon instead. Yeah, we'll do that. This is probably like another weird one. I'm assuming they're going to bring in Entity to stop me from doing any of my priority stuff, which would make a lot of sense, right? Pokemon that are touching the ground ignore all of priority stuff. So if they bring out Entity, that means I can, you know, get a little bit more in. Monkey Dory and Dragapult. Okay. Interesting. Two nearest to eat berries, Frisk, Choice Specs, and Choice Band. So choice items, they're probably thinking, oh my goodness, that'd be great. They don't have anyone that stops me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go Astral Barrage. Now, if they were to swap Entity in, I'd be kind of screwed, but I could do this and Outrage instead and be able to hit everything on that side of the field and not really care too much. Dragapult, I do not think outspeeds Calyrex. I don't think so. I think Calyrex still outspeeds him. I don't know if it's banded or choiced at all. It could be Scarf and it could be banned. I don't think it is. Sucker Punch. Or you just do that and completely just ruin my strat. That's great. Or you just do that. It just it's Life Orb. Okay. Clutch Wave. Oh, yeah, that's not bad. Monkey Dory gets the Outrage. Oh, that sucks. Sucker Punch right off the bat from Dragapult. I completely forgot he gets that. Absolutely forgot he got that. That sucks. Oh, that sucks so bad. And he outspeeds Qianpao too. That really sucks. Maybe the swap to Qianpao would have been better. Because then Sucker Punch would have failed and then I would have just been able to punch things in the face. Oh, here comes their Calyrex. So do I get to do your nonsense to you? I mean, that would be so funny. But they know that Dragonite is forced to attack. I can't even swap them out now. So Sucker Punch is probably going to go into Dragonite now, which then may knock it out. May or may not. I mean, it's Life Orb. It's not banded. Sucker Punch can also hit into Qianpao, which again, I don't know. Calyrex on that side can't really do anything, so okay, it's gonna retreat. Good call. Here comes Entity though. It's an Entity? Oh yeah, it's totally Entity. Let's go. I knew it. I knew it. But now Entity, now Sucker Punch doesn't actually hit me now. So that's cool. Sucker Punch is gonna fail. Phantom Force. Okay, so I hope I hit Entity. Nope, I go right after. Okay. So we're gonna swap to... Well, actually, we can go Ice Spinner, and I'm gonna hit Entity. And I'm gonna Outrage again. Follow me? That's totally fine. I was gonna follow you anyway. Dragonite can't be hit with Phantom Force? How can? Okay. Interesting. Ice Spinner goes right into Entity. I get rid of your field, which means priority is now open back up to me. And Outrage will now hit the entity, which is going to knock it out. So now I'm going to force you to bring out Calyrex. I'm going to go ahead and swap. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to swap. Because, like, if Chien-Pao's out there, Sucker Punch could hit Dragonite, which then would do a lot more damage because Chien-Pao lowers down the defenses, which I do not want. Calyrex can't do anything to Dragonite unless it does a completely different move, which I have been seeing on a lot of the showdown ladders, that Calyrex actually does Terra Fighting and uses Terra Blast so that it takes down the Pokemon that would usually benefit from Terra Normal. So like my Dragonite wouldn't be able to stand a chance. But we'll bring in Ogerpon. Terra goes off. It's gonna go to Calyrex. Does. Berry. Oh, look, fighting. Look at that. Fighting so they can maybe stand against that. Here comes Terra Blast. Oh, that's gonna go straight to Dragonite. Yep. That's such a cool one. You don't get to see that one very often, so it's so awesome to see it. It's so awesome to see it. Renee gets a boost. Dragon Darts. That's gonna be enough, I think. Nope, Ogerpon lives. Dope. Let's bring out Chien-Pao. Okay, so Wood Hammer that. Not Wood Hammer, but you know the thing. And we're gonna Sucker Punch there. So Ivy Cudgel. I don't think they're banded. Well, I don't think they're gonna using a choice item. They're not using Life Orb though. Sucker Punch. That's interesting. Mine's gonna fail. I did the same thing, so it's like, it's interesting. It might be Spect. That's a loss. Not doing well tonight, guys, but that's all. That's all right. Absolutely all right. We brought it back down to 2, so it's not like we were we were struggling at the end, right? But I was making the switches in from Pokemon that I probably shouldn't have. But having, like, I should have assumed like Indy was in the back. I should really honestly should have brought Indy myself, but that's okay. I probably didn't remember Dragapult having Sucker Punch. Oh my goodness, that was so rough. So rough. Okay, so we have Raging Bolt, Urshifu, Ogerpon, Ice Rider, Iron Valiant, and Pelipper. So, let's do this real quick. All right, my apologies. So, this particular match, it's going to be very, very interesting to try to beat these guys. But I think if I walk in with Calyrex Entity first, I don't really necessarily have to really be able to outspeed them, but I just need to be able to beat them before they get anything activated. I think Chien-Pao Dragonite is going to be the best combo after that, because we don't want to set up Ogerpon. Ogerpon doesn't do well against their Ogerpon. Mine's fire and his is rock, which means that there's no resistance between the rock variant to the fire variant, and I think there is a resistance to the fire variant on their side. I don't think rock resists it. I know that it super affects it, but I know grass doesn't resist it. So does Cornerstone go down to Hearthflame? I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I don't know what the matchup is for that right now. Pelipper and Calyrex. Okay. Okay, so Pelipper and Calyrex versus Calyrex and Indeedee. Pelipper's coming out to set up not only the weather, but it's just so that we could have Wide Guard. So that's what that is for. Too bad, so sad, we're not doing that. We are instead going to Terra Shadow Ball into Calyrex, which may protect here. I mean, it would make sense for them to protect. But we'll go into Pelipper instead. Here comes my Terra. I mean, if they do activate Trick Room, it's not going to be that big of a deal. I just reset it the following turn. They can't do enough damage to knock out Indeedee, so I just have to get rid of the Pokemon that stops me from activating other attacks that are hitting multiple targets. They also Terra. Here it goes. Ice Rider. It is. And you are Fire. Okay. None of that resists Ghost. Just saying, putting that out there. None of it resists Ghost. Top of hand. Wide Guard. There's the Wide Guard. Okay, Shadow Ball. Down goes Pelipper. Pelipper goes blue. And I get a +1. Glacial Lance. Oh, come on. You always... Calyrex, you always get crit. You're supposed to live that. Like, you're supposed to live that. It's why... You're supposed to be fighting each other for, like, the battle, and you're not. What is your problem, bro? Like, bro, you're supposed to live that. At least I think so. If I, like, mistaken that he's supposed to live that, I am so bad at this game. Let's do Shadow and let's do Ice. Okay, so I don't know what everyone else does for Ice Rider, right? So we're just gonna have to live with that. Let's go ahead and Ice Spinner you and follow me on the Indeedee. Okay. Cool. That. Ice Spinner over on the Ogre Pond. Survives because of Sturdy. It was great. Layouts. Indeedee goes down. Astral Barrage. Okay, out comes Dragonite. And Sucker Punch there, and I'm going to Extreme Speed there. Oh, well that, nope, never mind. I thought Extreme Speed had a higher thing than Follow Me. So Sucker Punch should have worked. Oh, it does. Okay. But the game's over, obviously. This is gonna get a double knockout. Yeah, it's got +2. Ooh. We might go 0-6 this video. We're not gonna try. Absolutely not going to try. But that was kind of rough. We did knock it down to just the 2. So if we did a best in 3, we might have been able to either tie it up and maybe get the win, or tie it up and lose. But that was not a bad play on their part. I knew that Follow Me was going to activate, so I guess that's how the thing works. But how did Follow Me activate first? I thought Follow Me, Rage Powder, and like other moves didn't do that, because Fake Out's on the same level of Extreme Speed, isn't it? I'm gonna look that up real quick. Speed tiers. Where are you? Here you are. Speed priorities. Okay, so Fake Out is stage 3. So Wide Guard, Crafty Shield, which isn't a move anymore. Follow Me is not stage 3 anymore. Follow Me is on the same tier of Extreme Speed. So Fake Out would Fake Out is faster than Extreme Speed. But I did like how that interaction worked regardless, because then Follow Me kicked in, and then Extreme Speed, and then because Ogre Pawn went down, that opened up Sucker Punch to go into Ice Rider. So that's interesting. I guess the target, if the target's still on the ground or still alive on the field, then it doesn't redirect it. Interesting. Yeah, Follow Me and Rage Powder are stage 2, which is on the same level as First Impression, Extreme Speed. Ally Switch, didn't realize that was stage 2. That's interesting. And Faint, which is also stage 2. I feel like that should be higher, because like that works like with Upper Hand and Fake Out and Wide Guard and stuff. Quick Guard too. Interesting. Something to note, guys. I just looked at the calcs for Calyrexes fighting against each other. The only reason why I get one shot by Glacial Lance is literally by a crit. There's no other means that Glacial Lance outweighs and actually knocks out Calyrex Shadow Rider. Shadow Ball wasn't going to do that much damage. The maximum would do is like 89%, which is a total of 156 health, or it could do as low as 132. Now, I don't know how other people build Ice Rider, but at Brave with 252 in attack, Glacial Lance non-crit only does 68 to 81%, and then with it critting, it's 102. So it's an auto like lose. I can't do anything about that. I find it hilarious every time that Calyrex gets hit with Glacial Lance. That's not +1, by the way. If I do +1, like see if we knocked someone out, that's where it is. Okay, like it's an auto KO after the fact with the +1. But if it just came out, it's hit with Glacial Lance, and for some reason mine just gets knocked out right off the bat, it is because of crits. And I can't, like, otherwise it just doesn't crit. So bad news bears for me. Bad news bears for me. Okay, so we have Shadow Rider again. Let's go. Archelodon, Whimsicott, Fluttermane, Urshifu, and Indeedee. Now, I kind of do not want to play this game again. So if I want to try to beat them, I mean, we could try to outspeed. They don't really have anyone that does rain, so Archelodon is kind of weaker to wear. So they don't have anyone with Wide Guard either, so I think I'll be fine. Bringing in these two. I bring in Whimsicott. Can't bring in Indeedee, Everpawn, and Chienpao. That's what we'll do. I can't do Dragonite because if I do Extreme Speed and they bring in Fluttermane, I can't do anything. I also can't do anything because Shadow Rider is also right there on the team. I do have to worry about Tailwind, which I don't know if that's going to be the case. But in the event that I do, we are looking at kind of like almost a similar team. So that's interesting. Fluttermane and Indeedee. So Indeedee is part normal, so nothing I do is going to be able to really affect it too much, which is very unfortunate. Psychic Seed activates on the entity, so it gets a special defense boost. And we get a booster energy boost on Fluttermane. So the question becomes, do you do... So Tailwind here. Psychic doesn't do anything to entity. I do a lot of damage to Fluttermane. Question is, do I mean, Shadow Ball would really be a huge benefit. Yeah, let's do Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball would be a better benefit. No Protect. Tailwind goes off. This is probably going to be Trick Room from the entity. But I'm going to knock down this Fluttermane. So I get a boost. Calm Mind. Okay. Alright. Special attack Rose. Special defense Rose. It's probably going to have Follow Me, and I can't stop it from doing that. Out comes our Chelodon, especially now. We're going to forego our special attack bonus. We're going to bring in Ogerpon. That's going to be able to withstand a little bit more damage from our Chelodon. The Protect. Not bad. So now we know it doesn't have the Assault Vest. Moonblast goes into the fray. Does nothing. Calm Mind again. So now it gets a +2 bonus. Are you going to... You're in a Baton Pass, aren't you? Yeah, that's the case. Baton Pass out of this. Try it now. Huh? Take this. I'm not going to do anything to Archel, but you wouldn't do 2 Calm Minds on Entity unless you wanted like the 2 special attack bonuses. But even then, it's like, why? Right? Moonblast does very little. Here comes the Ivy Cudgel +1. And that's a little bit more feasible. Entity can go down. Now we don't have to worry about Follow Me's. We don't have to worry about everything being drawn somewhere else. Here comes the Electroshock Power Herb. Power Herb. Yep, okay. So now it doesn't have an item. Ogerpon takes it like a champ. Let's go. Okay. Now they have Calyrex. I believe I have Tailwind on, right? I do. Tailwind has 1 more turn. I'm going to Protect here. And I'm gonna Ivy Cudgel. You know what? Let's just defend. I don't need to do damage right now. I don't know what they're gonna plan on doing, so what if they protect here? No, they didn't protect, because they would have done so. Astral Barrage. Archelodon, what are you gonna do? Body Press. Okay. Tailwind's gone. Tailwind, and I'm going to go right into Battle Rider. Okay, battle's canceled. Interesting. I think that they still had options, but I can definitely see where their win condition was going to become very, very slim. You see, like, if, because I was going to activate Tailwind, which means Ogerpon was going to attack next. I don't know what the item was for Calyrex. I would assume that it is choice specs, which means that one, it's not going to be the 333, which I don't think he should ever do. I don't think so. If we had like Tapu Fini back and we can use like the special attack bonus to shoot over, you know, the +2, or maybe do like the Lumberry build for that. But then again, you're not using Choice Scarf, right? So it becomes a very, very hard reason to do stuff like that to Calyrex. Like, I don't even think that you can effectively do it without wasting a few turns. It's like, well, it's like trying to do what we did with Palkia, right? Bring in Roaring Moon and Origin Form Palkia. Do Dragon Cheer so that I can do, you know, auto crits with Spatial Rend that has a 5% chance of missing, and then have an entire video where it can't hit the broadside of a barn. It's Palkia is just like the Stormtroopers from Star Wars. It would suggest that it's that was specs, and then it would leave Archelodon open, but I still have, I think I still had all 4 of mine still active. I really don't think they really knocked out anybody. As soon as I saw like Indeedee, and it's like, okay, I need to get my Calyrex out of there. I don't think they really knocked out anybody. Still, it was a very interesting fight, right? Still very interesting. I definitely appreciate that. But like I said, I think their win condition kind of flew out the window as soon as I probably knocked out Indeedee. I still think Indeedee had Pass, which I'm going to look up real quick. I don't think Indeedee has it, but if they did and I just guessed it right, that is dope. Pass. She does. Indeedee female gets Baton Pass, so the 2 Clear Mind bonuses, I wouldn't doubt it for a minute if that's exactly what was going to happen that turn. If I did not knock out Indeedee, I would have to deal with a Calyrex with a +2 special attack and a +2 special defense on top of whatever item it was carrying, which was most likely specs. I mean, in that case, you could definitely wear like your scarf. I think you could have the same result if you did Umbreon. I think Umbreon gets Calm Mind or like a buff on top of that. Let's see. I'm gonna be looking real quick. So it does not get a buff. It does get Baton Pass. Has Guard Swap, which may not be anything. Switches its defenses with the target, which may or may not be good. May or may not. I don't know. Fake Tears, that hurts your opponent, not you. It has Skill Swap. It's what I used for the Dawn Dozo. That was pretty cool. You do have Calm Mind, so you do have that TM active. You also have that Psych Up active. So if you, for whatever reason, had Donzo, does Psych Up attack other targets? It's not only your friends, right? You can use Psych Up on yourself. That might be fun. That might be interesting to play. But yeah, Umbreon gets Calm Mind. Is it something that I would like to use for long term? Probably not. There are options, and you could definitely use it that way. But yeah, I would not doubt it for a minute that that's exactly what was happening. or Entity was getting buffed up so that Calyrex can have all those buffs, and it was just going to be completely hard to take down. Thankfully, Entity's special, or the Entity's regular attack or regular defense is not high enough. Thankfully, we're able to take it down with a +1 Ogerpon with a really strong Ivy Cudgel. So that's dope. That's dope. And that, ladies and gents and Pokefans alike, is going to be the end of today's video. We ended at 1-5, so it's not the best of records, but we did win one match, so that's dope. We have 39 wins, 50 losses, totaling of 89 battles. And we ended our rank at 16,487. There was a couple of times, actually most of these matches, I just did not bring in the Pokemon that would actually help with priority. So Entity not being there made it really difficult. And unfortunately, that's what really cost us the match at the end of the day. Not being able to outspeed people wasn't necessarily the problem. We did have a Trick Room time being used, which I don't really think that was like a terrible play on their part. I mean, Groudon was like a really hard matchup for us, but every single one of these matches were literally brought down to either one Pokemon on their side or two Pokemon on their side. We didn't get force swept at all, so that's really cool. And we did bring it down to the wire in most matches. Like I said, I just didn't bring in, Entity to prevent them from using all of their priority moves. And I also forgot that Dragapult gets Sucker Punch. I had no idea that it had access to that. I knew, I didn't necessarily know. I forgot Hitmontop gets it too. It's like it's like Fake Out, Upper Hand, and then Wide Guard. That's the only thing I was really looking at for Hitmontop. I was not looking forward to Sucker Punch. But if you want a replacement for Incineroar, Hitmontop's it. It has Intimidate, has everything that Incineroar is going to have, plus Upper Hand. It may not have the stats though, so you might be hard pressed in that aspect, but I don't think that it's impossible to come back from that. But that's a Pokemon I think that everyone should be looking out for now, especially since they get access to Sucker Punch. I don't think that's a TM, but if that's a TM, that's dope. If it's not, then it's wow. They called it, absolutely called it. I couldn't really stop them after that. But ladies and gents, I want to thank you guys for watching. So if you guys made it this far, please know you got my eternal gratitude. And please do me a favor one last time to go ahead and hit the like button if you liked the video, dislike it if you didn't. Leave a comment down below, as I do reply to any and all comments left behind. If you are a brand new viewer or returning viewer, please consider hitting the subscribe button, as I do have a playlist at the end of the video highlighting all of the matches that I've done up to this point. This is the kind of content that I make, and it seems like this is the kind of content that you guys have been looking for. So when you hit the subscribe button, you'll be notified when I upload next, especially if you hit the notification bell, or just like say that you want to be notified for everything, like all personalized or anything like that. I'd select it to all, but to each their own. But I do plan on uploading every single day for the rest of this month. The only exceptions would be as if I had to do OT, which I already said I was doing, so none of this really applies. But in the event that I'm not able to, it's because of the fact that I have to wake up early for overtime, I have to wake up early for meetings, and I have to not play or turn on my computer during like 3-digit degree weather. Like we just had a massive heat wave not too long ago, which then knocked me down for a few days. The reason for these is because I do work swing shift, so I'm not able to play during the day. I play at night when everyone is asleep, and when you guys watch this, I am currently asleep. So it's just keep that in mind when you watch these videos. I do this at night, so I'm hoping to play against players that are around my time zone, but sometimes I just don't get to, and then sometimes so anyways, that's what this series is for. This is what I record, wins, losses, everything. I just need to make progress with my team, and we build it from scratch. If you guys want to see the behind the scenes stuff of what I look for when I build my team, let me know down in the comments. And maybe if you guys want to see a team intro, we can do something like that, so I can kind of show you what I would do if I was going to build a team. And we can set something like that up. I could just easily hit the record button and just start doing what I'm doing. But everything I listed before, like the liking, the commenting, and subscribing and stuff like that, that all helps out the channel. It helps the videos perform better, and it definitely helps me out a lot. And it just lets me know what you guys think, what you guys like. If you guys want to follow me anywhere else, you can look in the description. I have a X account that you can follow. I also have a Discord that you can join if you guys want to. And if you guys want to listen to the podcast, I'm going to start putting a link into like the preset stuff that I have. Kind of don't like what the link is. I'm going to look to see what I can try to find out to make it a little bit shorter. It's really weird. Spotify links are really weird. But yes, there's that. If you feel like there's too many links, let me know. I do have a link tree that I can actually put all of the stuff in there where you could just locate it at any point in time. So yeah, so that's all that I really got. Again, happy Wednesday, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Have a good one. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Peace.